It's HYLN video time. I'm responding to a comment that says, so why do you think Thomas was in Sweden? World Economic Forum, maybe. I cannot confirm by looking at the World Economic Forum website to see if he actually attended an event, because the only things that they mentioned for upcoming meetings was one in September of this year in New York, and another one in Switzerland in January of the following year. So it's hard for me to validate that he actually was attending one of those meetings, because I go to the website and I don't see anything. But I can tell you which hotel he was staying at by taking a look at this picture. And when I look at it, Thomas doesn't have his glasses on, which he no longer wears glasses since the pivot. So you can tell that's kind of more current, but it just kind of like the image of him looks kind of more manicured than normal. And he also shows a badge with an older picture of him, because before the pivot he always wore glasses, but it says World Economic Forum and it's a meeting for industry mobilization. But when I zoom in, the only thing I have to go from wherever he's staying at are these buildings on the outside this window, and it looks like it overlooks a road. And the only thing I could really key off of is this unique looking building with this kind of wavy pattern on it. And it turns out that's called an undulating facade. And so it's rather unique. And so I have to kind of look around a bit and do some digging. And I finally come across to this building, which also possesses this kind of unique looking undulating facade, but it's blue in color. And if you look at the picture, it's red in color here. But if you notice to the left of the building, this one, the unique one, there's another building with a kind of a blue top on it. So if I go back to the street view here and just peek around, you notice that there's this blue building with a top on it. Going back to the picture, if I zoom in a little bit more, there's another building behind the building with a blue top on it, and it almost looks like it has this white color V on the very tip of the top of it. So let's go further down the street here. And yeah, there's a building over here. I can't zoom in, but it looks like it has like a little V on it. So it looks like he was, wherever this meeting was at, is a Hotel Draken. There's a better view of it. Hotel Draken, that's where he was staying at. And the red from the picture may be a reflection of this red down here bouncing off of the building. He also makes a LinkedIn post. And when I started reading this, I just get a face full of fluff, and it's hard to like read it and process. And I skip down to the end, and it says, please note the figures we shared were presented by various speakers and have not been independently fact-checked. And he's referring to some of these figures in item 1, and I'm just sitting on it, chewing on it, and it's like, something seems weird here. And I don't know what possessed me, but I took all this text and I fed it into a program called ZeroGPT, which is designed to detect if this was generated by a machine. And it comes up with, it most likely is. That's where he just prompts it, could you write me an article about these key points? and it generated most of this text. The only text that was not generated was per this program or website. Several of the world's largest maritime shipping companies are making 40-year investment decisions today, but they face a significant challenge, certainly over future regulations. Many are starting to adopt methanol-powered ships, but fuel scarcity is a concern. So in addition to looking at the U.S. Navy, he's now trying to reach for shipping companies. So trucks move things over land, ships, they move things over the sea. So I guess he's trying to target that. And on the last part of the article, it says that the inclusion of oil and gas industry in green discussions isn't really AI detected, but it's only a sentence fragment. But it looks like he just made a point to add in maritime shipping companies. So it may be an additional market he may be trying to get at this point. That's it for this video, and of course, thanks for watching.